All right. It is time for Game 3 of this week's iCast Your Freaking Awesome Replays, where players had to put their opponent in a forced quarantine. That's right. One player desperately trying to break out, the other one trying to keep them locked in their goddamn home to flatten the curve of their opponent's economy. Up here in the top right-hand side, it is HU Dulce. Fuck off. The fuck am I meant to call you? Hugh Dulce. Hugh Dulce. Hi, Hugh Dulce. All right, so Hugh Dulce. I'm going to call him Hugh Dulce. All right, that's fucking hard to say, but Hugh Dulce. Oh, it's hard to say? Hugh Dulce. You don't say? Hugh Dulce? I don't even know. Down here in the bottom left, the Protoss player representing Rum, it's Azriarch. Is that that's not a full wall. There's like a weird diagonal hole, I think, that a Zealot or a Probe can get through, or an Adept, but a Stalker, an Archon, or an Immortal cannot. Starting off with a bit of a fucking jank opening here from Azriarch. I don't think Azriarch realizes that's a really shitty wall in. I think we're going to see Immortals and Stalkers and stuff trapped in here. Anyways, a Probe is already on the other side of the map, and that Probe's going across, so what's this fucker doing? Oh, he's got the shape of... This Probe looks like he's up to no good, right? We'll see. If you guys want to get your replays in for next week, can we get exclamation mark Icyfar in chat? It is, of course, Spitballs. If anyone doesn't know what Spitballs are, just in case, I don't know, maybe there's some fucking person out there, you know, where you get a bit of paper and you like spit on it and you get it and you put it in the straw and you fucking shoot it into the back of your teacher's hair and she's like, what the fuck, who did that? Yeah. I want you guys in this coming week to harass your opponents even more than you did that substitute teacher in 5th grade. You know, the one you made cry and they called the principal in to shout at your class. Yeah, I want you to harass them more than that. Once again, as I mentioned in the previous episode, not verbal harassment. I don't want you to call them names. I mean, hit their fucking mineral lines, attack, pick away at them, that sort of stuff. For the 3 fuck nuggets out there who actually think it's a good idea to go and be like, oh, I fucked your mum, ha ha ha. This is not Call of Duty, we're not 13, and we like to inflict pain on our opponents in other ways, mostly by murdering their economy. So creative harassment, non-stop, do it as much as you can, see what you can get done. So we've got a distraction pylon here, which is just a fake. Meanwhile, Azriarch, Lord Azriarch here, is building a nexus on the other side of the map. A Zealot's coming out here as well for Hugh Dulce, who's walking straight past it. Oh my. So we might see a couple Zealots fighting. Now that Zealot did see the nexus, but let's go to Hugh Dulce's camera. I don't think Hugh Dulce has any idea. I don't think Hugh Dulce has even realized there's a nexus on the minimap. This Probe here just walked down here, and now it's like, nah, actually, I'll take the gas. Building some Stalkers, just fucking chilling. For some reason, there's like Probes everywhere on this map, and is now just looking around. Okay, I think we've realized there's a nexus in our natural now. Hugh Dulce is like, now watch 100% full-blown panic kick in. 3 gateways, not producing, and no 3rd pylon on the way. Starts building units, hits a supply block, goes, oh shit, I need pylons. Builds 1. We've got 400 minerals in the bank. Please build another pylon. 1 pylon. Oh no. Look at the way the Probe's moving around. Just keeps clicking it around, trying to figure out what... Oh no. This is a player who's already very indecisive. And, Oh, it's a recall. What are we recalling? They're running away. Oh my god, 3 Stalkers, 2 Zealots. Oh my god. Run! You can do maths. This is not a good fight. Run! There's another Stalker that just popped. There's 2 more on the way, but you gotta get out of there. Finish the Stalkers off. Oh, Hugh Dulce's under pressure right now. Can't focus fire. You gotta finish the Stalkers, mate. No. Only kills 1 Stalker. Oh, that gateway is going to get depowered. I don't think that's... Oh, maybe it's just barely in range, actually. That coronavirus is bad, says Azriarch. Oh, what a dick. I love it. Just a little bit of flavor. It's like, oh, yeah, look, haha. You got to stay in your base. Don't fucking come out, mate. Coronavirus is bad. Ha ha ha. Behind this, what are we building? More probes. And we're building probes on the Nexus as well. Meanwhile, ring around the Rosie for Hugh Dulce, who's got 1,000 minerals and is still on 31 supply blocked. It's like, just A move. You don't even need to stutter step this. Just A move and build some fucking pylons, please. Hugh Dulce has Stalkers versus Zealots. By all means, Hugh Dulce should win. But I feel like Hugh Dulce is so panicked and 1,400 minerals in the bank. It's like, that's 4 probes and a Zealot. Why are we microing right now? Click on the Stalkers before they warp in. Stop shooting the Nexus. Oh my god. I love how Azriarch is such a Chad. He moves the 2 Stalkers into the 4 Stalkers as if he actually thinks that's a fight he's gonna win. Goddamn psychopath. Probe's coming forward. The shield battery doing work here, man. It's almost out of energy. It does run out of energy, but oh my god, once again, a low hit point Stalker left alive. 1,600 minerals in the bank. Hidulse, what are you doing, buddy? Oh no. I can hear the words of Hidulse right now. It's going, you know, my multitasking is just not very good. I can't keep... It's not even multitasking in StarCraft, guys. It is the ability to look at a situation, go, attack, move your shit, and to go do other things. It's not about doing 5 things at once. It's about having the mental presence to say, I don't fucking need to look at my 4 Stalkers fighting 4 probes. That doesn't need micro. Let's go build some pylons and warp in. Thankfully, we are finally getting a Robo, a Forge, warping in some more Stalkers. As long as Hidulse holds high, once again, Azriarch's such a Chad. Runs up the ramp. If Hidulse just stands and fights, he wins. But he's like whimpering in fear. He's so traumatized. His Azriarch's like, just beats his chest. And you see Hidulse kind of whimper and run away. It's like, no, just stand on the ramp. You're winning this game. Like, there's no way for you to lose. Just fucking stand there. And he's like, It's like this psychological thing where it's like, well, if the opponent's running towards me, he must know that he can win. Why are we running away? Just hold position. Azriarch Stalkers, fuck, man. These absolute Chad Stalkers, like, he's running into the worst possible situation. I think Hidulse may finally have realized with a cannon, a battery, and 3 more Stalkers that you can... Nope, still running back and forth. What are we doing? Azriarch is doing the fucking stupidest attack I've ever seen in my life. It's just moving Stalkers back and forth on the ramp. And he's like, yeah, you fucking virgin. And Hidulse is panicking. This is so fucking stupid. There is an immortal and +1 on the way. Hidulse is building an infinitely better army. Just needs to hold position there and we'll win the game. But instead we are seeing the over micro on these Stalkers. Meanwhile, Azriarch is up to 3 mining bases. If Azriarch can just get enough gateways out, there's a Robo, a Forge, another gateway on the front. There's already 4 gateways up, soon to be 6. I mean, if Azriarch holds this low ground, the contain is actually going to have worked. And already has been very successful at flattening the curve. You can see... Oh, he's... What are you doing? You fucking psychopath. Why would you walk up there? You can see flattened the curve of the opponent's economy. Only 900 minerals a minute up against the 2200. So Azriarch, of course. In this case, by the way, in this challenge, the StarCraft virus that they're forcing quarantine about is actually a hoax. Like, this is actually, like, you guys, I think we all have that one friend on Facebook who's like, it's all a hoax, like, just to ruin the economy because of the Illuminati. Like, we all have that one friend or that one person who's been saying that, right? Like, you've seen someone on the internet saying this sort of stuff. In this case, it actually is. Like, the government locks you in your fucking base. Meanwhile, they take all the money. They fucking just like, oh, well, you're shut down? We're capitalizing. We're taking over your businesses, motherfuckers. So this is actually evil. But, oh, God, he gets down the ramp. Why no sentry? Oh, God, 2 Immortals and a pack of Stalkers. They got +1. Hidulse is like, get fucked, you piece of shit. How dare you lock me in my base? This is a democracy, mate. You're meant to operate for the people. Meanwhile, Azriarch goes in the main and just warps in Stalkers there. Gets massacred on the low ground. He's just trying to depower the production. You're actually crazy. You are an insane person, Azriarch. Oh my God. This guy's a madman. But he just got massacred. Citizens Justice here. They say the StarCraft virus is a hoax. Amon is a lie. Fuck you. How dare you? Please warp in a sentry. And he's building 2 more Robos. You think you can hold this area? And this one Chad of an Immortal walks forward and engages 14 Stalkers and 2 enemy Immortals. Azriarch knows no fear. Azriarch knows nothing, in fact. I think I've never seen someone throw a game as hard as Azriarch with these engagements. I actually think Hidulse is going to get this now. I cannot fucking believe it. I really thought like a force field on the ramp, obviously. Look at this guy. He's chasing that army. What are you doing, Azriok? He's like, nah, it's fine, man. Zealots is actually a really good idea. And there's 3 robos up. If he can get immortals out of these, 2 more immortals just started. But I don't think these zealots and immortal can hold. Yeah, I mean, Azriok, yeah, I think he's realizing being a Chad is not working out for him in this game. I mean, he may have fucked his opponent's economy, but his opponent's ready to fuck him. Those robos may actually finish immortals, and he could recall them home. What have we got at home? Azriok still has a way bigger economy. He's building more gateways. The immortals are going to pop out. He's trying to... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, the immortals. Okay, he's going to try to get him out. Oh, very smart. Look at this. He's going to try and recall. Oh, Azriok. No, no, no. He's going to... Are you backstabbing with them? Please recall. Do not run those into his main. Azriok wants to run into the main base when this army leaves. 100%. He's like, there's nothing here. You don't see anything, buddy. There's nothing here. Yudulse's like, I fucking see you. You're standing in the open, you shithead. What are you doing? Of course, guys, when you've been 3 base versus 1 and they kill your 3rd, it's important to retake your 3rd base. That's definitely the most important thing. Continue making unupgraded Stalkers. That seems like the best unit. Definitely not Zealots and Sentries. I mean, all you need is Zealot, Sentry, Immortal, surely, right? But he's going to go +1 some Stalkers. I mean, Stalkers aren't terrible, but it's a much better and bigger army here for Yudulse. He's taking the expansion, can obviously move workers down. Has to put workers back on gas. Never replace that after losing the workers to that Stalker. He's building cannons in the main. How much trauma can you inflict on one player? He's building cannons. Why? Why are we building? How traumatized do you have to be by your chat of an opponent that when you've got this... Oh, no. Look at this assault, guys. This is what we call a technical assault. It's called trickling units in a few at a time to take the worst possible engage. Yudulse thinks better of it. Apparently, get some updated, military strategy from the 21st century and says, maybe we should group up before we go in just a little bit. He's going to try and bust those rocks, but that's going to buy time for the batteries to finish. And I think a round of Adepts or Zealots would be so good. And look at that. Oh, Azriok runs forward. Once again, chads it up. Says, come and fight me, dickhead. Come and fight me. Uh oh, that Immortal's getting focus fired. Yudulse there. Most of the units weren't shooting, though. Yudulse says, okay, this isn't working. I'm going to go back now. No, it's going to be a long... Are you fucking kidding me? Out of money, but going to... Why are we going to 8 gates right now, dude? I guess you can use that, kind of. Azriok's just been, like, non-stop spending money. So what I love about Azriok here is it's just been methodical. Like, spend money, take terrible engagement. Spend money, take terrible engagement. Meanwhile, Yudulse has been like, take good engagement, micro, 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 never fucking spend your money. So we're seeing the opposite. Yudulse, who even when it was 4 Stalkers versus 4 probes, didn't go to spend the money. Spent all the micro on the engage, right? It was like, I gotta fucking kill these probes. But now he's actually shifting gears. And we're seeing Yudulse actually say, actually, I'm gonna build probes. I'm gonna chrono them, take my gases, take a 3rd. And this gives me so much hope. Because on the other side of the map, we have someone going for the fucking most expensive upgrade of all time, Plasma Shields. Wait. Yudulse already has Plasma Shields. Fuck, I love low-level StarCraft. I love how every player just loves shields. This is the exact same thing I used to do in Brood War. I remember playing Brood War, never played online, but it was always the first upgrade. You're like, well, it affects everything. Every unit has shields and buildings. It's doubly as expensive as the other ones. Kind of costs a lot. And I'm like, it gives me +1 armor on my buildings. Like, okay. Yeah. I guess it's kind of nice. I don't know if it's worth it, really, but it's like this great thing where whenever anyone's new to like RTS from general strategy games, they always want to get upgrades way too fast. And they want to get things like building armor, plasma shields, and +1 bio attack while going mech. This is just like the rules of StarCraft. Azriok says, I think I should take this base. I've got to start containing. Best to mine out this economy. We've got to flatten that curve. Is, of course, still way ahead economically. Warping in lots of Zealots with no upgrades. We've got a Twilight, but not using them. And we're going 2 more Robos at home. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, Zealots are going to crush. Stalkers are the worst unit ever against Zealots. So it's past the point in the game where Stalkers are actually useful units. But a lot of players, I noticed, even at pretty high levels, keep building Stalkers way too long in PvP. That's a scary army. Yeah, good choice. Azriok's going to back off. Now, those Zealots are slower than Stalkers, so if Yudulse just A moves, can easily chase that. But you'll see Hudulce over micros going attack move, attack move, attack move, attack move, attack move, attack move. Notice you can see Hudulce is like, actually it's kind of started stepping okay. I personally would have just attack moved it. Definitely has mad try hard micro. Versus Azriark, who just chads it up and A moves into terrible situations for the whole early game, has now stopped being quite as chatty. I really would like to see another really bad engagement from Azriark, just to push home, you know, the fact that he indeed is the alpha in this relationship. No Zealots warped in yet for Hudulce. An Immortal just chilling. Oh no. Warp in Zealots, warp in Zealots. These units are all stuck behind each other. The Immortals in the front. The Immortals are in the front. They're going down. Oh, it's a great attack from Azriark. It's getting some big damage. One big round of warp-ins could be great. There is only 4 gateways right now, though, for Hudulce. Hudulce is in trouble. Azriark looking for that third base snipe, says, get back in your fucking corner. Stop spreading the disease. Hudulce is like, I'm pretty sure there is no disease, mate. You're a sneaky fucker. Still got 3 Immortals. Both sides having +1 attack, +1 shields. Fantastic. I like it. +2 in charges on the way. Azriark still has not transferred probes from that main base. Has started mining gas up here. There's a lot more Zealots on the way. When charge kicks in, that's going to be great. Why are we warping in Stalkers right now? Oh my god. Still warping in Stalkers. Not the most useful unit. But looks like finally Azriark here, after just chatting it up in that early game, taking some psychotic engagements up that ramp and really inspiring fear, has finally pushed that into an actual winning lead. Just a bigger army, better upgrades starting to kick in, and is going to get rid of that Nexus. Says, get back in your fucking hole. Hudulce is going to try to come down the ramp. Probes, fight, 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 probes, fight. Oof. Oh, the probes are not fighting. Oh no. There was a chance to at least clear this army if all those probes engaged there, but as it is going to get overwhelmed. It's forced back here to just long distance mining. A severe lack of social distancing going on here as these probes, I believe, are in what we call a Dutch rudder of probes that are all just standing around holding, you know, arms linked. The Stalkers and Chads are going to come forward. It looks like that's going to be that. Guys, don't forget to get your replays in for next week. I want to see some cool creative harassment. Even if it's really unoriginal harassment, do it non-stop. I want to see people dropping Banelings non-stop on people's mineral lines. I want to see people dropping Lurkers. I want to see people doing Widowmine drops repeatedly. Liberators sieging in. I want to see stasis traps queued into mineral lines over and over again. And it should be awesome. Exclamation mark Icyfar. Let's do it. What else has been going on in chat while we watch this game? And let's we'll 8 times this, by the way. Let's finish this. Guys, what should we name this video for YouTube? Get your suggestions in chat. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Chad Stalkers, because that early game was just so fucking hilarious with them just scaring the shit out of them. Zealots and Stalkers coming forward. Okay. Man, Hudulce here has actually done some pretty good stutter step non-stop this game, but just froze up under pressure way too much at the start, and despite having a really good beginnings to the hold, over micro, it took too long to keep building Stalkers and Pylons. Azriark manages to close it out. GG, well played. We've got a question. Does bad mannering your opponent count for the Spitballs Harass Your Opponent challenge? No, we've said it a few times, we'll say it again. You BM your opponent, and it's not getting accepted. I mean, if there's like a funny comment in chat, it's not the end of the world. But like, I've literally had people send in replays before for a harassment challenge. They're like, oh yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. You know, I'm normally not BM, but like, I just wanted to keep telling these people to get out of the game and that they're a piece of shit and they're bad just to play the challenge. And I was like, you know, I meant harassing their workers, right? And they're like, oh. They're like, I spent a whole week just telling people to get the fuck out of the game on the ladder and offensive GGing. And I'm like, dude, don't do that. Don't be a dick. Be a dick through your play. Let your play fuck with your opponent. You don't need to call them names, you psychopaths. Thank you very much for that replay. GG, well played, Azriark, and bad luck, Hudulce.